friends, this is Rachel crafting Mama Bear. Today's video, I'm going to be breaking it up into a couple different parts so I can piece it all together. But a company reached out to me and asked if I would be interested in reviewing this book. They sent me the link on Amazon and I looked at the pages. It looked like it's very Mandala-esque, and so I said that yes, I would love to review it. They shipped it really fast. I have not flipped through any of the pages. I got it, took it out of the packaging, set it aside until I could film this portion of the video. I will be inserting a clip days from now when I've had a chance to actually color in it and give you some more feedback. So this is the front of the book. This is the back. It does say that the retail price on this is $19.99. When they reached out to me and asked me to review this book on Amazon, it was, I believe, just under $9 for this book. So right off the bat, I like the price. I like that it is spiral bound like this, because if you're right-handed, left-handed, doesn't matter. You'll be able to color in this. So let's see some of the pages. I'm gonna do it this way. FunLavie, that's the company that reached out to me. They're the ones that do this. Looks like the pages are perforated, and I believe these are 10 by 10. Yes. So these are 10 by 10 images that you can color, tear out, and then frame if you wanted to. I love this mandala. It's not too busy. The paper is pretty thin, and it's got a cream look to it. It's not, it's not a solid white. It's more cream, but it feels thicker than the Amazon printed paper. Another pretty mandala. Not too busy, not too intricate. Oh, look at her. I do not know yet if these are all hand-drawn illustrations or if they are like AI generated. I am not certain of that. I will definitely look into it and let you know when I insert the other clips. This is really pretty. Oh, that's fun. I see that in a lot of, and some really pretty like greens and reds and golds, and this one's a little bit busier, but what I would do is I would take a black marker, whether it's water-based or alcohol-based, since these are single-sided, and I will go and I'll black out certain areas that I just feel are too busy, like all of these petals with the lines. I would just take black and completely fill that in. And then maybe I will take it and fill in the top two arches on this and just leave the bottom one open. I'll share with you how I kind of tackle some more intricate mandalas so it doesn't seem so overwhelming, and having the extra black I think really helps the image pop. But these are very pretty mandalas. Yeah, like this, I will be adding black for sure to kind of tone down the busyness. I'm really curious to see how this paper holds up to the different mediums. And I will try watercolor too. And I'll use my languo gel pens, excuse me, both with and without water to see how it goes. This immediately made me think of Christmas trees, so I would make this a Christmas colored mandala. Oh, look at that, there's a Christmas tree. Alright, yeah, so list price $19.99. I will look and see if FunLavie is, yeah, says that they're the designer too. So I'll look into it more and see if I can find any information about that. But there's the flip through. I am going to switch over and we will start talking about what I thought about coloring in the book and the different mediums that I used. Alright, crafty friends, it's been a couple weeks since I did my original flip through of this book. I've spent some time and I've colored a couple pages in it, and I wanted to go ahead and give you my final thoughts on this. First off, I really love that it's spiral bound. I move my page so much when I'm coloring that having it spiral bound and that I can just flip it over and have one little compact area to work on is like a must for me almost. I mean, that's why I cut apart my big Disney color by number books, because having a whole book to move around is just too cumbersome. So I really appreciate when books are spiral bound. When I did the flip through, I mentioned that I wasn't sure about the paper. They advertise that it's a thick paper, and I mean, I wouldn't say that this is thick paper at all. However, I was very, very impressed on how it handled some different mediums. So here is my first completed page. And on this page, I used alcohol marker and water-based marker. So all of the black areas are alcohol marker. I went through and found different parts of the design that I just wanted to cover in. So that's all alcohol marker. The blues are all my Papermate flares and some of my Stadler 320 dual tip markers. They all performed really, really well on this paper. I was really, really pleased and happy. Even I didn't feel like, okay. So I think the red was also water-based, and you don't see a ton of lines in it. You can see some if you look really close, but overall, this paper worked beautifully for the alcohol markers and the water-based marker. Yeah, the water-based markers. Okay, and then I did this page. So on this page, I wanted to try more water-based things. So I tried my Winsor and Newton Cotman watercolors in the pan, and I tried out my King Art watercolor pencils, and I tried out the Languo Plus pens, and I used water to move it out. Now, I didn't do anything to this page when I finished. Sometimes, after you use water, the paper just warps and bends and does all sorts of crazy stuff. This paper, for as much water as I used, it's got such minimal warping on it. I was really, really impressed, especially sense. I mean, this isn't like thick cardstock. I don't know. It's got a smooth finish, so I don't know if there's like some sort of like barrier like on the paper so it can't absorb a ton of, I have no idea. I'm not a paper expert, but I was really, really happy with this. So again, the black areas are all alcohol marker, as it shows there. I like to go through on images, like none of their images have really dark black outlines on any of it. And number one, I like the added effect that the black gives, and I also think it helps my brain kind of break apart sections, if that makes sense. So like in this image, I would color all of these segments black, and then I'd probably go and make some of these black, and I just add black throughout the design because I think it helps the other colors really kind of pop off the page. Okay, so the black is alcohol marker. The reds and pinks. So let me, instead of using my finger, let me see if this will work any better. Okay, so the red areas here, here, and this is a pink, and that's a pink, that's a pink. All of those were done with watercolor from a pan. And let me tell you, I added quite a bit of water on these, and it still worked beautifully. And I did in this section, this was a purple, in here is a purple, out here is purple, and I used my King Art watercolor pencil. And you can see I don't have any sort of lines in there. It blended out, it moved out beautifully. Yeah, no complaints with that. And then the gold and all of the blues are from the lingual pens that I just took my pen, added added a dot or two in the area that I wanted to color, took my watercolor brush and moved it out in the area, and it worked great. So I really enjoy this book. I know that FunLavie has different books that they offer, and I would 1000%, especially for the cost of this book. I just pulled up my link that they gave me, and it's $9.99. However, they have a 20% coupon that you can apply to that, so it would bring it to like $7.99. For just the quality of the paper, I think you can't go wrong with it, especially if you're a new colorist and you want to try out some different mediums and not get super frustrated with the paper quality. I think this is where you're going to really, really enjoy using and trying out different mediums, because this price point wise, you're getting much better paper than like Amazon quality paper from those type of printed books, and you're going to be able to play with more mediums and just test out your supplies and do different things with them. So overall, I think it's a great book. I think, yeah, you can't go wrong with it. Again, the pages are perforated, so if I wanted to tear this out and put it in a frame, I could, or if I wanted to give it to somebody, I could. But yeah, I think it's a great little book. It's not a huge book, and it would travel well, but yeah, so far it takes the mediums really well. I'm not a big colored pencil user, so I didn't test out my colored pencils, but since it did so well with the other mediums, I'm going to say colored pencils are going to work fine on this. Yeah, so 10 out of 10. I would definitely recommend this book. I really enjoyed playing on it. I was a little skeptical when I first felt the pages and looked at the paper, but I was pleasantly surprised when I got to working on it. So if you're interested in trying out this book or any of the FunLavie books. I've left a link down in the description bar below. Click on that and grab it. I mean, for $7.99. Again, it's a great like beginner book. If you have a friend who's wanting to get into coloring and they're not sure what type of medium they really like to use or anything like that, this would be a great book to start with because they're not going to get really frustrated with the paper quality. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, bye-bye.